Hey, Shabbat Shalom, everyone. This is Chris Shoemaker, also known as Yehuda Ben Shomer, and welcome to The Weekly Way, your weekly devotional commentary on the Torah, Haftorah, and Brit Hadesha portions. Today we are in Parashah number 16, or Torah portion number 16, which is Beshalach, which means when he sent, and it's taken from Exodus chapter 13, verse 1, all the way to chapter 17, verse 16. Exodus 15, verses 4 and 5 says, "Then said the Lord unto Moses, Behold, I will rain bread from heaven for you, and the people shall go out and gather a certain rate every day, that I may prove them, whether they will walk in my law or no. And it shall come to pass, that on the 6th day they shall prepare that which they bring in, and it shall be twice as much as they gather daily." In the wilderness, you see nothing, but feel eyes everywhere, and a malevolent presence pervades the very atmosphere. Psalm 23 says that Adonai makes provisions for us in our enemy's presence. Ephesians 2:2 tells us that Satan is the prince and the power of the air. But those are not storm clouds above you. That's the Shekinah, the glory cloud of God that followed the children of Israel in the wilderness. 1 Kings 8:12 tells us Adonai dwells in thick darkness. There seems to be no water or food. But wait. Then said the Lord unto Moses, Behold, I will rain bread from heaven for you, and the people shall go out and gather a certain rate every day, that I may prove them, whether they will walk in my law or no. And it shall come to pass, that on the 6th day they shall prepare that which they bring in, and it shall be twice as much as they gather daily. God will sustain you and provide your daily allowance. The temptation is to hoard it for fear of famine, but where God walks among us, there are feasts and no famines. Just the occasional fast that is often mistaken for famine, but it's really for our own good. You can't eat yesterday's leftover provisions. They breed worms and stink. You can't eat more than you need. Manna is sweet like honey, and Proverbs tells us that if you eat too much, you'll get sick. So here's a question. Why must it be this way? Such a stringent, narrow line, balanced between overabundance and nothing. The answer? To keep us humble, faithfully trusting and dependent upon Him. Our Haftorah portion, I'm going to be reading from Judges chapter 4, verse 14, and it says, "And Deborah said unto Barak, Up, for this is the day in which the Lord has delivered Sisera into your hand. And is not the Lord gone before you? So Barak went down from Mount Tabor, and 10,000 men after him." The Lord will give us just what we need for each daily battle as well. And this brings us to our Brit Hadesha portion, which I really don't have any commentary on it. I'm just going to read a verse and just going to leave it right there because I think it stands alone and ties in well our Torah and Haftorah portion. Revelation 2, verse 17 says, "To him that overcometh, I give to eat of the hidden manna." So basically, to wrap up this parashah for this week, I just want to reiterate how God provides for us. God miraculously provides for us. Just as He did with the children of Israel in the wilderness, He does so in our lives. But just as the manna became every day and became pedestrian, and they started to complain against the miraculous provision of manna, "Oh, do we have to eat this manna every day? Oh, I wish I had meat to eat. I wish I had onions and leeks from Egypt. Oh," and they complained. Well, the same happens to us. When God does miraculous things in our lives, sometimes we can take it for granted, and it can appear to us as very everyday, mundane, and pedestrian, and we fail to give God the credit due Him and the praise due Him for His miraculous provisions. Just as He provided for the children of Israel in the wilderness, so He will provide for us, whatever our need may be. And just as in our Haftorah portion, God will provide the victory we need for each of our daily battles that we have to face. So just rely on him and trust in him and be that overcomer. All you have to do is trust in him and believe in him and obey him to be that overcomer. It's that simple. Again, Revelation 2:17 says, "To him that overcomes will I give to eat of the hidden manna." And that's what we want. We want to get deep into God. We want to have a deep, personal, intimate relationship with God and praise him for his provisions and just glory in and revel in that hidden manna that he gives to us that will sustain us physically, mentally, and spiritually. Hey guys, thanks so much for listening. Shabbat Shalom and Shavua Tov. Hey parents, want to get your kids involved in Torah but just don't know how? Well, go to my website, abrahamsdescendants.com, and look for the Kids Torah portions. Or go to my YouTube channel and check out Kids Torah.